Okay, Olivia, it's Grandad Tom. Here are the pictures that I've produced on the computer for your container ship. So that's the front end, and these are the containers, and then that's the back end with some more containers, and then this bit here is the layers that will build up the ship. And you will receive through the email a copy of this PDF here. So all you have to do is print it onto the sticky paper that I've sent you. Okay, so I'm now printing out onto those sticky pieces of paper, and then the other thing I'm going to do is find the bits of foam board, which I should have around here somewhere. Where did I have the foam board? Okay, let's find some foam board. Yeah, so just have to move this stuff out of the way and get some foam board. Right, so we're going to need 3 sheets of foam board. I think I've sent you about 20, but we'll have a look. So I'm going to get 4 sheets out just in case. Alright, make a mess of one of them. Put that lot back. Okay, so once we've printed our sheet out, here the sheets come out. Now what we want to do is to put it onto the board. Now it's quite tricky to do it properly, but peel it off, and now you want to let it bow in the middle, and it's got to fit on the page. So we're going to do it like that, and then what you do is smooth it out and get rid of any air bubbles. Okay, so that's one bit, and then I'm going to have a go at the next bit. Once again, hold it so that it rolls up, and then lower it down, and there we go. Make sure we don't get any air bubbles. Ooh, there's some air bubbles there. But if you smooth it gently, you'll get rid of it. So that's how big the ship's going to be. Tidy up some of the rubbish, and then we get the last bit, which is how to make the bridge and the bow and the stern come out properly. So get this off and put that in like that, and smooth it out again. Oh, yes, I didn't quite get it on that time, but there's a little bit of space around the outside, so it's going to be alright. Okay, so we have the 3 bits of our ship. So what we're going to do now is cut out the ship. So I'm going to get a very sharp knife. I'm going to snap the blade off so that I get the sharpest bit of the blade ready. Get myself a folder, and let's cut out the ship. So I'm going to cut quite close to here, and there we are. Cut that out, and then cut this bit out, and then we want to cut this bit out, but we want to get rid of the black line, because when we connect the two halves of the ship, we don't want the black line in the middle. So we'll just cut that bit off. There we are. Now what we want to do is cut this in a curve. Now that's going to be quite tricky, so the way I tend to do it is to cut most of it off in an even way, like that. Yep. And then what we do is we cut it in a series of straight lines so that we get it close. And then we have the front of the ship, and then we'll get the back of the ship working, and so we'll cut that out and cut that and cut that and cut that, and there we are. So we have the front of our ship. Let's throw all the rubbish away. Now if you're cutting it out, you need to make sure you're cutting it onto a board so you cut it properly. There we are. Now that's the front half of the ship. Now what we need are some containers. So the idea is to cut these out with a little bit of white on the outside. There we are. So cut that out, and then cut them down the middle, and cut that lot down the middle. And you've got to make sure you don't cut your fingers when you're doing it, as I have often managed to do in the past. Tap them up so they line up. And then let's cut these fellas out as well. There we go. There's one side. So, and we've got the front of the ship. Let's get the back of the ship sorted out. So we're going to cut this off. Yeah. And there we go. And cut this bit off. There we are. Now, again, we want to cut this off so there's no edge, so that when we stick it together, it makes the full-size ship. Now, let's cut this bit off. Let's cut ourselves there we are. And there we are. Cool. So let's get all those bits out of the way. That's it. Put those in the bin. So we've now got the front of the ship and the back of the ship. So we just need to finish the containers off. Give those a little slice and dice. There we go. So, got all those ready to rock and roll. Now we need to chop this up. So there we go. Now you want to chop these as close as you can. They're all identical. They want to sit on top of each other. Okay, now we get this bit. There we are. And I'm going to just trim this little white bit off because I don't want any excess. There we are. And then trim this bit off. And there we go. There we are. So that's going to be the bridge. Slice that up there. And then it's going to be the front of the ship. So let's do that. The same bit of slicing to get it nice and close. Let's see what we can do. And there we are. So there's the front. And now let's slice the back off. And see what we can do there. That's it. And then cut that off. And then slice that. And there we are. So we have all the bits. We'll put those in the bin. That's it. So, the little bits left over. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up with a ship looks like that, with this at the back and this bit at the front, and then these three bits sit on here to make it a little bit taller. And then we have our containers, and then of course we'll have extra containers dotted around on the top. Okay, so that's what it's intended to look like. You can move the containers off the ship and onto the shore, and if you've got some sticking, I'm seeing if I've actually got some Pritt stick. I don't need Pritt stick. What have I got? I've probably got some glue somewhere. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go. So let's move the containers off, and let's put some glue. That's it. And then let's find out which one's the biggest. Nope, they're all the same, so that's alright. So now when you stick those on, make sure that the funnels are facing the right direction, because those bits there are the funnels. Okay, so that looks nice and tall. So put the glue away. Now that can go there. That's our container ship. So there you go. Now, one of the things you could do is get a couple of cocktail sticks and or some straws and just punch a hole there and have a couple of masts coming up, because when the front of the ship is full, the guys up here can't see where this bit is because it's hidden, so they have a little light on the end of a mast. So if you have a couple of masts sticking up, it might make it a little bit better. And of course you could stick some cotton reels or something on either end, but I think it looks okay as it is. Well, I hope you like it, and good luck, and make sure you don't slice your fingers off with a sharp knife.